My new film, Man in Camo, has been touring the film festivals, and this week it brings me to Gorst, Washington. You're watching A Filmmaker's Guide to Film Festivals, and I'm your host, Ethan Minsker. The Gorst Underground Film Festival is a one-day event, and it's genre-based. My film's about art, but most of the other films I saw were horror. It fits perfectly for the location and the town, because I got to admit, it's a little bit creepy here. And I think if these guys keep at it, it's going to be an amazing event.
I'm the festival director. It's actually to bring not only filmmakers together, but since everyone wears several hats, it's film, it's art, it's literature, it's music, and to make film the main part of it, but to also bring all those people together in a place where they can appreciate film, where they can network, have a little art show on the side, have local authors talk about their work. And to me, it's just all about making connections, because I think the worst thing is to do a film festival and it's neat, tidy, everyone watches it, politely leaves, but no one talks to each other, no one meets anyone. So we really try to make it a place where people meet each other and hopefully, have some long-term relationships.
Yeah, I hope to see more of the people that
Ray Hammer. The industrial artist, it's actually my space here. Everything here is recycled, so there's about 120 tons of inventory from all over the United States. This is a steampunk tank zombie killer. It's got a working air cannon, flamethrower, air horns, rebuilt Harley-Davidson motor. It was a collaboration between me and like 4 friends.
William H. Nelson. I'm here today to sell my book and to support the film festival. My book is about a small-town psychologist and his assistant who uncover a dark plot in their town, and they must rush to stop a ritual from happening that will summon an ancient deity back into the planet. Seems like a great place to see a bunch of short films from local producers and directors, and you should come down and check it out.
Z Murdock. I have my book out here on an author table, and I ended up being one of the judges. Because it's interesting. Underground film festivals are cool. I've never actually dealt with one before. And I was surprised at the quality of the stuff that was submitted.
You can call me Papi. That could be Miss Papi or Mr. Papi. I'm largely unconcerned, but Papi. I am MC of this magnificent event. It's an underground film festival. My friend Kelly is spearheading this. It's been an interesting ride. Lots of independent and underground films. Most of them are short, some of them are long, as are most things in nature. But a really great group of people.
Gorst. Well, Gorst is kind of a suburb of Bremerton. It's kind of industrial and it's kind of up and coming, and a lot of artistic types are living here now. So it's kind of a happening place, about to be a happening place, I think.
There's a thing happening here. The greater Gig Harbor, Port Orchard, Gorst area. Art is moving here from other places. It's getting priced out of Seattle and California and such. And so we are spearheading here now with this inaugural Gorst Film Festival.
Gorst has always been kind of known as the danger zone, like people avoid Gorst like crazy. It's had a bad history, but in the last couple years it's changing, and most of the crime was here. You should get here before it's completely, really awesome.
Well, it's funny, Gorst, it looks like worst with a G, but Gorst is like across the water from Seattle, but even in the small towns across from Seattle, it's a small town. It's like a drive-through town right down from the Navy shipyard. You plant yourself and have an event like this, and people come out of the woodwork. Tonight it inspired some musicians that haven't performed in a while to do a special musical performance for our after party. And so just the fact that it's inspired people, I think in a small town, you need someone to be brave and say, okay, we give you permission, if you're quirky or different or artistic, we're that space where you can express yourself and not feel like, I don't fit in a small town.
A celebration of the arts and film specifically and all things surrounding that topic. So, if you want to get out there, if you want to make it happen, you got to be where the people are, and the people are about to be here.